with the right technology and with the right sales and marketing know-how, we can have you replicate this type of model with your customers. On the screen here, we've got, again, I think we actually saw a slide similar to this earlier, which is the examples of the different types of rebranding we can do. Suffice it to say that anywhere you see the SOS logo on a piece of technology or a piece of marketing or sales material, we can have your logo there. And in fact, that's a good segue into our mock-up program. Our team here can actually show you what your software and your marketing material might look like, because when we put you in the market, not only do we build the software for you, but we give you websites, we give you marketing material, we give you sales flicks, we give you everything you need to be successful, and you can actually get a sneak peek of what that will look like. So if you call in and talk to one of our partner specialists, ask for a mock-up. I think it's a great way for you to get a tangible look at what your technology could look like. And while you're there, actually, going back a slide, this spreadsheet here is based on an ROI model we do. So before any partner can join the program, we sit down with you and we build out an ROI model for you and look at what sort of revenue you can expect, what sort of cash flow, and what sort of profit. And that's very important for us to know that you're appropriate for the program and for you to know that you're appropriate for the program. And that's free of charge. It's a consultation that usually takes 15 to 30 minutes. And it's something I'd encourage everybody on the line to do. I think it's the best way and the most sophisticated way for you to get a sense of if this is a good business decision for you. And I don't know of any other companies who offer this for you. So whether you partner with us or not, you should make that decision from a knowledgeable place, and we can help you get a good understanding of the sorts of economic dynamics that exist in the cloud backup space right now. So that's two things to ask our partner specialists about: a mock-up and an ROI model. There's an example on the screen of a rebranded vulnerability scanner. This is a sales tool we give to our partners. It's a small utility which will analyze the master file table of a hard disk and quickly assess how much data needs to be backed up on this particular PC. You can see the SOS variant here in the foreground and ETTE online backups variant in the background. So there's an example of the types of sales and marketing support that we can provide to you. And with that, I just want to flip briefly across to our website and just draw your attention to the Partner Resource Center. Now, you can get access to some of the material in this, again, just by talking to our partner specialists and asking for it. It's generally only available to our customers, our partners, but it's something we certainly give material out to prospective partners so they can get a sense. Hopefully Chrome's coming through on the screen for everybody now. I flipped out a PowerPoint. But the PRC is filled with the types of material you need to succeed. It's email templates to help market, pricing guidelines, explaining the way to position the product, similar to what I was just discussing, sales presentation templates, a full DR plan. This is a 40-page ITIL DR plan that we've built out for you to use in selling to your customers. You can probably sell this, the risk, the data audit, the risk assessment, and a full disaster recovery plan. Businesses will pay several $1,000s for that service, and you can base it all around the materials and templates that we've built for you. And then there's training resources, as I was talking about earlier. So, and this online backup sales guide is quite a wonderful resource. It's a 13-page distillation of all the tips and tricks we've picked up along the way and learned from our partner base about the best ways to drive interest and sell customers onto your service. It's a pattern for success, if you will. And I highlight all this just to point out the depth of support. And I don't mean technical support, I mean true support from sales, marketing, billing, all the way through to technical support that you get by being an SOS partner. All right, just flipping back to the PowerPoint, bear with me. And so I think I've covered most of this. When you become an SOS partner, there are 4 people assigned to you: your partner specialist, who helps you with the sales process, your account manager, who generally owns the overall health of the relationship between your company and our company, the partner delivery team, who works with you to deliver you into the market, build your software, rebrand your software, help you price your software, and then finally your team lead for technical support purposes. And that person won't always be available, but they're generally responsible for the overall health of your support relationship with us. So a wonderful team of people to help you succeed in the backup space. So why partner with SOS? Our technology, our price point, our delivery and the depth of our support and its holistic support. But at the end of the day, so you can add a new product to your business and drive new high-margin recurring revenue from your customers. All right, well, we'll flip to Q&A. Just a few housekeeping matters. There's the Kindle giveaway. So if you're interested in going into the draw for the Kindle giveaway, then you need to call in and let them know that you're on the partner webinar and you're interested in the Kindle giveaway, and provide the promotion code KDX873. It's Kilo Delta X-Ray 873. And that phone number's free call in the United States, 877-896-3611. Or if you're outside of the United States, that number is +1 310 878-2626. All right, and so we'll take questions now. Isra says, "Sign me up." Excellent, Isra. If you're interested in that, I would call in. I'm not sure if you're already talking to a partner specialist, but if you're not, then call in and ask to speak to a partner specialist, and they can walk you through the program, get you a mock-up, do the ROI calculator with you, and give you all the rest of the details about the program. Okay, got another question here. Does it only back up the changed files? It does better than that. Not only does it detect which files have changed, but then on a daily basis it only backs up the incremental difference. So it actually does a intra-file binary delta comparison between the two particular files and extracts the ones and zeros, the binary difference between those files, and just ships that off to the cloud. And then that allows us to store that unlimited version history for you, which is very powerful. It means that that whole version tree, the whole evolution of a particular file, is available for you in the cloud in real time for you to access. Next question, what sort of prices do our partners sell at? As I touched on earlier, it really varies depending upon the market that they're selling to. In the home user space, often you'll sell in the $2 to $3 per gigabyte per year range. In the business space, we see that more around the $8, $9, $10 per gigabyte per year, selling to small businesses. There are certain verticals that are particularly rich, so we've got partners who are selling into the medical industry and charging $20 per gigabyte per year. So, you know, for a 100 gigabyte plan, they'll sell that for $2,000 or $3,000 on an annual contract. So it really does depend which market you're selling into. Isra says, is 0.41 per gigabyte is per year price? No, Isra, that would not be a per year price. That would be very, very, very low for a per year price. Typically, it depends on volume, of course. There's volume discounts. Typically, your cost per gigabyte will be in the dollars per gigabyte per year range, so several dollars depending upon what sort of volume. But it also depends which market you're selling into. So like I said, if you're selling business backup, you would usually price it around what we recommend is you price it at $10, and then if you need to, provide spot discounts, but we recommend $10 per gigabyte year to sell it. But the best way to sell is not on a per gigabyte basis. The best way to sell it is a per business solution, so that you just sign a contract for the overall business and don't worry about selling it ratably on a gigabyte basis. Hope that makes sense. Okay. Oh, Isra, you said you've left a message this morning. I'll have somebody follow up with you, Isra, if you like. Okay. All right, next question. Can we back up open files? Yes, absolutely. So probably most common open files need to be backed up are Outlook PSTs. That's probably, well, no, I take that back. That is the most common use case that we've got in our system. Michael says, what's our cost per gigabyte? So Michael, it really varies based on what type of partner you are. So I'd really encourage you to call in and put your name in for the Kindle and talk to one of the partner specialists about how you'd like to price it and how you'd like to sell it to your customers. And depending upon volume, that'll change your cost per gigabyte. Isra says, what is our cost if I have 500 gigabytes backed up per year? It really varies, Isra. We've got some partners who buy $1 million worth of backup from us a year, and obviously they get one price, and then we've got some partners who buy $1,000 worth of backup products a year, they get a different price. So it really does depend upon the volume you're selling. And so there's significant price breaks the more volume that you've got, which is, again, pretty common in the industry. Question, do we work on Windows Server 2003? Absolutely. The most common way of deploying SOS is in a business environment is to deploy it on the server and all the workstations. So user-level backup from all the workstations, as well as then having one business-grade account on the server. And we think that's really important because then users have access to all of their data as well. They don't need to bother IT to do a recovery. And then IT's got a full data copy of all the data on the file server as well. So that dual approach is the way we recommend it. Michael Scott asks, will your solution work on Macs? Michael, the answer is yes and no. The no part is we don't have a native Mac agent yet. We're targeting a June release for our Mac product, which is in private beta. The yes part is that the